There was a young man named Miguel, living in a peaceful little town. Since childhood, Miguel had always been a sensitive person, easily affected by emotions. Just a single unfriendly glance or a careless word from someone could make his heart boil with anger. He would often react instantly with harsh words or a burst of temper, which gradually damaged his relationships with family and friends. Deep down, Miguel never wanted to be this way. He longed for inner peace, longed to master his emotions so he wouldn't have to regret his outbursts afterward. Yet every time a situation arose, he felt powerless, like being swept away by anger, without the strength to resist. One day, Miguel decided to visit an old Zen master in the area, a man deeply respected for his wisdom and calm presence. Bowing his head, Miguel said, "Master, I suffer because of my own emotions. Even the smallest matter makes me furious. I have lost many friends and even caused my parents sorrow. How can I live more peacefully?" The Zen master quietly observed him for a long moment, a gentle smile forming on his lips. He did not answer right away, but invited Miguel to sit down, close his eyes, and relax his breath. Then, slowly, the master began telling a story he had once witnessed. Long ago, at a grand banquet, two wealthy merchants sat at the same table. The dishes were lavish, wine flowed generously, and everyone was cheerful. But when one merchant noticed that his rice bowl had a chipped edge, he immediately grew furious. He believed he was being disrespected, that the host had deliberately insulted him. The other merchant, seeing this, simply smiled and said, "My friend, the chipped bowl does not diminish the taste of the rice, nor does it lessen the respect of this banquet. It is your anger that destroys the joy." The words were spoken gently, yet carried great weight. The entire room fell silent. The enraged merchant froze, looked at the bowl, and then at the calm face of his companion. The Zen master paused, then looked at Miguel and smiled. "You see, it was not the chipped bowl that ruined the feast, but the anger that ruined the mood. In this life, our suffering often does not come from the events themselves, but from the way we react to them." Miguel was struck silent. Those words pierced straight into his heart. He suddenly realized how many times in the past he had let emotions control him, how many times he had allowed small, trivial things to ruin entire days, or worse, hurt the people he loved. From that day onward, Miguel began practicing as the master advised. Whenever he felt anger rising, he tried to pause. Instead of reacting immediately, he took a deep breath, observed what was happening inside him, and then chose how to respond. At first, it was extremely difficult. Many times he still blurted out harsh words. But unlike before, he had learned to take one step back, preventing his anger from exploding into full-blown conflict. Gradually, Miguel began noticing changes. His words became gentler, his eyes calmer, and his relationships warmer. People around Miguel began noticing the difference too. Friends came to confide in him, colleagues trusted him more, and his parents felt reassured, seeing their son grow more mature. They sensed a peaceful energy in Miguel, one that made others feel comfortable in his presence. One day, a friend asked Miguel, "Why don't you lose your temper as easily as before? You used to explode so quickly." Miguel smiled and replied, "Oh, I still get irritated sometimes. I still feel upset, but I've learned that not reacting right away is the best way to protect my own peace." Miguel's journey is a lesson for all of us. Emotions are natural. We all feel sadness, anger, and worry at times. but reactions are always our choice. A chipped bowl does not deserve to ruin a banquet, just as a careless word does not deserve to destroy a friendship. True strength is not found in controlling others, but in mastering ourselves. When we learn to pause, breathe, observe, and respond with awareness, life becomes lighter and peace becomes possible. If you too have struggled with your emotions, remember this: peace does not mean the absence of storms, but knowing how to remain steady within them. Practice taking a breath before reacting, smiling before getting angry, and choosing gentle words instead of sharp ones. Give yourself the gift of freedom from the chains of anger. Because when you master your emotions, you also master your life. If you find this story meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to help spread the message of peaceful living to many more people. A small action from you may help someone else regain their calm and happiness in life.